showtime.
Okay guys, welcome back to the STPL. My name is Kix, and you are joining me for VT versus Media. We currently just saw the first game, which was an epic TBT between Naokan and 3S, and we're going to be heading into yet another TBT here. It's my personal heaven, and a lot of people's personal hell, but it should be a great TBT as we head in. Let's actually have a look at who our players are going to be. So for Media, we're going to have Gypsy. One of their newer players did join, I believe, in the past year after sort of they did the practice sessions. Gypsy, obviously a North American Terran player. Very, very strong. He's actually won his first game in the STPL so far. He did go 1 for 2 last round. He actually gave a walkover at one point as well, so a little bit unfortunate, but this is going to be the first TBT we see from him. And his opponent is going to be the captain of a Valhalla team. It's Irradiar, or Irradiar. I'm not really sure how to say his name. But it should be a cool game. We've not really seen too much of him so far. He did actually step in to replace his player So in this game, so that wasn't a pun, but it was a good one. They're going to be moving on to Sin Peaks of Baekdu. Now, unlike the previous map, there isn't that many bases that you can take. There's not really that many gas bases. There are a lot of tight corridors though, so a very, very easy map to split in a TBT. Usually you will see the map kind of split horizontally, but you can also see diagonal splits as well. But obviously that does leave you very wide open to drops in your 5th base. But this should be a really, really fun game. I've not actually seen a TBT on this map in so many years, and I am very, very excited to actually be able to bring this game to you guys. So it's going to be Media Gypsy versus VT's Irradiar. Let's head on over to the game and let's get started with Game 2. Okay, starting us off here in the 2 o'clock position, we do have in the orange, playing for Team Media, it's Gypsy. And his opponent down here in the 8 o'clock position is going to be in the red, fighting for VT. It's Irradiar. Okay, now last game we did see a Rax double coming out for Naokan. I know Gypsy quite a big fan of those economic plays. We saw the we actually saw the Rax expand coming out for 3S even. We saw the factory expand, which is a little bit more traditional coming out from Naokan. Now I know Gypsy is a very economically focused Terran player. This is a little bit harder to expand super quickly on due to the design of the map. Likely going to see a 1 factory opening at least from each player. Could see a 1-1, so a factory starport, but we're going to see a barracks coming up at the front of the bases for both players. Looks like Gypsy slightly ahead in the build by about 30 minerals, so that's going to be a pretty big deal a little bit later on, but for now there's obviously quite a long rush distance. Not for Marines though. You can see this map has this very small path. Vultures cannot fit through here. This is only working units and small units like Zealots, Marines and Lings. So in this matchup we're only going to see Marines really early on going through there, and SCVs to scout, and obviously a little bit later on as well. Now, when are we going to see the gases from both players? Looks like Gypsy built his gas early on. But Irradiar going to take a little bit of a note out of 3S's book. Going to go for a Rax expand. Now, is this going to be a mistake? Now, is Irradiar going to hide a barracks or something? Do a Bisu if he was Terran build? It looks like he's not going to. But he is going to be able to get that expand up very, very quickly. Now the problem is you build the command center here, and look how close this is to the high ground. You can actually siege tanks on this high ground and hit this command center, which makes it very, very annoying. Now, the first marine is out for Gypsy. Meanwhile, we do not have the marine yet for Irradiar, so he's actually building his command center incredibly greedily. You'd normally have to build a singlet or a single marine first, but did manage to get away with that. Looks like he is going to steal 5 minerals from Gypsy's base as well, making it a little bit more annoying. He actually stole it from here, so I'm not really sure I agree with that, because that allows him to open up a little bit later on to get a quicker third. That is Gypsy. Of course, he can open that path up and go for a vulture play or something like that. We're going to have the gas coming up for Gypsy, or for Irradiar as well. Now it looks like Gypsy wanted to be a little bit aggressive, did send out an SCV and a marine, but double marine on top of this ramp, gonna make that impossible. I mean, if you look at the architecture of the map, you can actually kind of push around the side and come in behind, but I mean, it's such a long push distance, it really isn't worth it. And Gypsy gonna be adding on, he's actually going into double starport here, so this is Gypsy's choice on this map. He's not gonna go for a quick expand. He is going to go immediately to the starport play, and look how quick the starports are coming up. I mean, the factory for Irradiar hasn't even started, so his starports, if he wants to go for it, are a long way away, and the first rates are actually going to be out here before his armory can possibly be done, actually. So this could be a very, very quick win by Gypsy. I did think this game would go a little bit longer, but it looks like this could be quite quick here for Gypsy if he plays this out correctly. Now, there are the 3 marines on top of the ramp, which does put him a little bit further behind against the fact expand, but of course he does have the economic advantage against someone going for a 2-port Wraith build. Now it's going to be 2 ports, 2 Wraiths, and then a control tower with the 3rd Wraith, so... Oh, actually, wow, he's going for a single Wraith and a control tower at the same time, so he wants to get the quickest possible cloak. Now, is this going to work out for him? We see double factory actually coming in for Irradiar back home. Now, is this going to be the death blow? Are we going to see an armory? Yes, we are, but is it going to be coming up early enough? He's going to have 3 marines, or 2 marines even, to deal with the first vulture. Does nearly kill that. I'm surprised he didn't. But I guess he was a little bit worried about what was going on. No machine shop as of yet on this factory. Gypsy looks like he's sending out an SCV to get ready to take an expansion, or possibly just push in, repair the vulture. But the vulture of Irradiar are going to clean that up, possibly going to be able to clean up these marines as well. But this SCV just going to be used for scouting. Now we do have an SCV over here seeing exactly what's going on. Now, is this going to see both of the wraiths? This is going to be an important moment in this game. I actually want to turn off Gypsy's vision. Just so we can see it. Yes, he does. He sees the wraiths coming in. That is going to be a very, very important discovery for him, because he knows as soon as this armory's done, he needs to get 2 Goliaths. He needs 2 Goliaths right away. 1 starport is not going to cut it. Of course, at this point, he can't be certain he's up against 2 port wraiths because he's not scouted it, but we see the SCVs being pulled. The armory is finished. Has he even started Goliaths? No, he hasn't. He needs to start Goliaths like right away, but he was actually supply blocked. I know, that's actually a huge, huge problem for him. He's going to need... wait, this is going to be a big, big deal. Is Cloak done? If Cloak is done, then Gypsy could outright win this game right now. We're not going to see any Academy for the time being, so it's just going to be kind of a Russian roulette with these wraiths against the SCVs. There's 4 wraiths here now. The Academy's trying to go up, but it can't do anything. Now let's actually have a quick look to see if Cloak has started. Not yet. A little bit wasteful to get that control tower, but I mean, he's doing so much damage right now. It's going to be 5 wraiths against a single vulture. Cloak is done! And with Cloak, there's nothing that Irradiar can do to detect this. The wraiths are going to be able to take out the... Oh man, the wraiths are going to be able to take out everything. They're going to be able to take out as many SCVs as they want. There's not even going to be any more wraiths, or there's going to be 2 more wraiths coming in behind the command center. Even has a bunker back here to defend against vultures. But I mean, look at this. He's up against 5 wraiths that are cloaked. He's trying to build 2 academies at once. One of them has been cancelled. The wraiths, all they have to do is go over here. And I mean, the big problem is, even if he gets an academy, he's lost so much. The only hope he's got is the cloak runs out soon. And Gypsy was using up a lot of time, building a lot of time to actually be able to deal with this. Now the first rates are going to lose cloaks, so he is going to be able to hold on for now, but he's 30 supply behind almost. And more rates are on the way. He needs money even for a comsat. He can't even afford it. And the Vulture in the middle going to be taken down. More and more SCVs are going to be taken as well. So slowly but surely we're going to see the critical mass of the Wraiths to one-shot workers. Now he does have 4 Goliaths over here. That's going to help him live. He's going to have 1 Goliath in the main. That's not going to be enough, but we finally see a comsat coming in. But I mean, how many SCVs does this man have to lose before he can defend against these Wraiths? A perfectly played tactic here by Gypsy, a very nice build order. He's actually going to take down his own bunker. It's causing a lot of pathing issues. Unfortunately, this isn't this is STPL. I was going to say this isn't StarCraft 2, but we've got the first couple of tanks coming in. He is up against nothing but Goliaths. This SCV going to scout these moving in. This SCV has been an absolute hero this game. Because if Gypsy moves across this map and gets in a strong siege location, there is going to be absolutely nothing that Irradiar can do. Now, Gypsy is going to move back with his tanks. Doesn't want to lose too much too early. Siege may be done, but we're going to have to see if that comes in. Going to go into a second and third factory. So, behind this, Gypsy is moving into macro. Irradiar is forced to try and rebuild all of his SCVs. And I mean, he's got another couple of supply depots. He's got way more supply depots than he needs for this stage in the game, just because he took so much damage. Gypsy is going to take a command center in the top left. He's actually sending 3 tanks up there just to hold this ramp, just to make sure. Oh no, actually he's going to push forward with the tanks. This is a very strong maneuver actually. This is going to allow him to push up to this high ground. There's only going to be 3 Marines over here. Now it looks like Irradiar moved a lot of units over here to try and deal with this. Now the SCV for some reason did pull back, so it's not going to go and build that command center just yet. But the Wraith's going to fly back in. They're actually going to fly over the Goliath, so that's going to be a little bit of a benefit for Irradiar. But that's one wasted scan, and there's scans this man does not have right now. He does have 3 scans, so that's at least something. But Gypsy, with the siege mode positioning in the 9 o'clock position, going to be able to secure the top left base. Going to be able to possibly secure this a little bit later on. And now we are going to have Wraiths coming in from behind. Going to be able to take out not really too much. This Goliath in the perfect position. Unfortunately, he has hurt one of his cannons, so we'll need to get that repaired. But Gypsy is taking a very strong position on the map now. We're kind of seeing from Gypsy what we saw from Naoken in the last game. Both of them very positional players late game. Gypsy has taken an incredible lead so far, and if he can get tanks on top of this high ground, I think this is going to be game. But we do see tanks from Irradiar back here. He's actually going to siege on the low ground. We're going to have tanks versus tanks. Goliath's moving in. Going to be able to take down at least one of the tanks. Oh, really strong move by Irradiar there. That's the kind of move he needs to make to come back in the game. And he's taken down most of the Wraiths as well. What a great push out by Irradiar, who is still going to be a way away from +1. Not even started it. Do we even see an armory from Gypsy? Yes, we do, but no +1 for him either. So both players actually quite low on gas. You see Gypsy with his... trying to think of the right word, with his priorities in order, but the Goliath's going to be moving across into the map, going to be running into these 3 tanks that were set up earlier, and not really going to be able to find any damage. Now Irradiar does need to secure a 3rd base if he can. You see, he's actually taken down this in the bottom left, so he's going to be moving to take his bottom right, but Gypsy still with so many tanks, pushing forward once again, securing this base back here. And his macro advantage is absolutely insane right now. I think he's around double the SCVs that what Irradiar has for this stage in the game. And I mean, Irradiar isn't even fully saturated in his main. He's been trying to do his best to build all of his SCVs, but he can't really afford everything right now. Going for +1, going into a couple of dropships, but you can see he's not building tanks right now. Meanwhile, Gypsy, constant tank production by him. Very, very, very strong play coming out of him this game. Now a single Wraith gonna push back this barracks, but we see Irradiar trying to push in. I think this is a little bit too late, or a little bit too early even. He can't really afford to be losing any units right now. I feel like he should just try and take this high ground pot and just try and play the late game. But we're gonna see units, vultures coming in behind, gonna be able to mine behind this. Now, Irradiar is gonna get this high ground, which is gonna be a strong position, gonna lock out at least for the time being this area. The vulture's gonna be taken down. Now we do see this this SCV going to be walling this off actually against vultures, and this Goliath is going to kill that vulture even. But we're going to see the 5th or 4th gas even coming up for Gypsy right now. Interestingly, he's still not taken down this mineral field, but he is in such an insane position right now. I want to see it's a little bit even, but it really isn't. 3S is going to find himself so far behind. Of course, if he can get the upgrade advantage, which it looks like he won't be able to, both the players, very similar upgrades. Of course, we did have a very quick double starport for Gypsy, so that gave him the air advantage early on, and he's carried that over to get a lot more dropships. Now, double dropship actually heading on up in to collect these units. He's going to go into the main with these. Oh wow, he's actually going to drop an SCV up here as well. Maybe he's going to take this base. That necessarily wouldn't be too much of a bad idea, but this base down here for now is going to be forfeit. Going to be sending 2 tanks and an SCV, but here we go. This is a big drop moment for Irradiar. He does actually have a lot of units with this, so Gypsy's reinforcements actually going to be enough to clean this up, and Irradiar not in a position to be throwing units away right now. He's going to load up more, but that was a little bit slow. And we're just going to see another drop on another drop. And I mean, he is going to be able to clean up these units. Maybe he can get a good siege position. But just for how long is this actually going to last? He's going to be able to take down this gas if he wants to. But it looks like he's trying to focus down the control tower. Wants to try and cut the dropship numbers. But this is going to be it for this drop, I think. There's going to be double dropship coming in. More and more units pushing in on siege as well. He cleans up the drop. And Irradiar still below 70 supply right now. Not only in his own number, but 70 supply lower than Gypsy. And admittedly, Gypsy's got a lot more SCVs. But this is just so much, so many units even coming in. He's even repairing his factory. This is a pro play right there. Don't want to lose your production. We're going to see another couple of factories coming in for Irradiar. He's not even producing though out of these, and this is Irradiar's big problem. He doesn't have the kind of tank count to be able to do this. I mean, Irradiar has got pretty high EPM. Both the players do here at the moment, but Gypsy's going to be taking this base. And I mean, we don't even see a 3rd base coming in from Irradiar, so this is kind of a do or die drop for him. Either he can do damage, or he's going to die. Now he's going to drop down behind the natural. That's going to be a little bit of a strong position, but we're going to see Gypsy dropping on the high ground, surrounding all of Irradiar's units immediately. And this is likely going to be the moment that Irradiar decides to tap out. There's not really too much he can do. He actually dropped into a siege tank there. He does pick up a few units, but his dropship's actually going to go down if he's not careful. And Irradiar is trying to hold on with everything he can. Gypsy, of course, not going for a big all-out attack just yet. But this is going to be the moment Gypsy looks to close it. He's going to be moving in with about 10 tanks. Unfortunately, getting a caught up on this choke, so not going to be able to do too much. Units from... There must be still a unit in this dropship. No, there isn't. I think he was trying to retreat with his dropship, so he's going to scout not only that base, and this base as well. So he's not going to be feeling too good about that. That's a little bit unfortunate. But Gypsy pushing in with a big tank force. This is going to be the move that ends the game. Irradiar has nothing left, and... oh, this is so much damage. GG! Gypsy takes down Irradiar to tie up the series 1-1. Okay, so a good game there by Gypsy. Well handled. Really nicely done as well. And Irradiar did a good job as well. Unfortunately got a little bit outclassed by our media Terran there. But that was a good game nonetheless to take us into our second game there. So we're going to head into our third game when we get back after I have a quick break. So see you guys in about 5 minutes. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, just before I go as well, there's a Matrino code. Type !donate. The Matrino code is STPL3. Put that in that link and you can donate a $3 to the prize pool courtesy of one of our sponsors, Matrino. So thank you very much. See you guys very soon.